Ever wondered how to safeguard your finances effectively? Well, the answer lies in the world of risk management. Risk management, in the simplest terms, is the process of identifying, assessing, and controlling threats to an organization's capital and earnings. These threats or risks could stem from a wide variety of sources, including financial uncertainty, legal liabilities, strategic management errors, accidents, and natural disasters. Essentially, it's all about making sure your hard-earned money isn't going to vanish overnight because of unforeseen circumstances. Now let's imagine your finances as a ship sailing through a stormy sea. The sea represents the financial world, which, as we all know, can be quite turbulent and unpredictable. The ship, on the other hand, symbolizes your financial assets, your hard-earned money that you want to protect. In this scenario, risk management is like the captain of your ship. The captain doesn't have control over the sea or the weather, but he can navigate the ship to ensure it safely reaches its destination. He does this by anticipating potential problems, planning routes to avoid stormy areas, and always having a contingency plan in case things go south. Just like the captain, risk management doesn't eliminate risks, but it helps us understand them better and prepare for them. It identifies potential threats and designs strategies to minimize their impact. It's about making informed decisions that will keep your ship afloat even in the roughest of seas. Risk management plays a crucial role in financial planning. It helps you protect your assets, ensure steady growth, and avoid potential financial disasters. It's not about avoiding risks altogether because, let's face it, no reward comes without some level of risk. Instead, it's about understanding those risks and making sure you're not gambling your finances away. So, risk management is like having a good captain who can navigate your financial ship through any storm. It's about taking control of your finances and steering them towards your financial goals, despite the unpredictability of the financial seas. Now that you know what risk management is, let's dive into the process. Imagine you're a business owner. Your business is a ship, and you're the captain. The sea is filled with potential hazards or risks that could capsize your ship if you're not prepared. The process of risk management can be your compass, guiding you through these choppy waters. First, you'll need to identify the risks. This is like looking out at the horizon and spotting potential storms. In a business context, these storms could be anything from financial uncertainties, legal liabilities, strategic management errors, to accidents and natural disasters. It's about taking a good, hard look at what could possibly go wrong. Once you've spotted these potential storms or risks, the next step is to analyze them. This is like assessing the direction and strength of the storm. In business, it involves understanding the nature of the risk, its potential impact, and the likelihood of it occurring. This could mean assessing the potential loss if a new product fails, or the impact of a sudden change in market conditions. Next, you'll need to evaluate or rank the risks. This is like determining which storms are the most threatening. You can't steer clear of all storms, so you need to prioritize. Risks that could cause significant damage and have a high likelihood of occurrence should be at the top of your list. Once you've ranked your storms or risks, it's time to treat them. This is like adjusting your course to avoid the biggest storms or preparing your ship to withstand them. In business, this could mean implementing processes to reduce the likelihood of the risk occurring, or setting aside funds to deal with the potential impact. Sometimes it might even mean accepting the risk if the potential reward outweighs the potential loss. Finally, you'll need to monitor and review the risks. This is like keeping an eye on the horizon and adjusting your course as necessary. In business, this involves regularly reviewing your risk management plan and making adjustments as required. The sea is ever-changing and new risks can appear at any time. Regular monitoring ensures you're always prepared. But remember, risk management isn't a one-off task, it's a continuous process. Just like a good captain, you need to be constantly vigilant, always scanning the horizon for potential storms. It's about being proactive, not reactive. So, to recap, identifying, analyzing, evaluating, treating, and monitoring. These are the 5 key steps in the risk management process. And just like a compass, they can guide you through the choppy waters of business, helping you to protect your ship or business from potential hazards. And that, my friends, is how the risk management process works. Simple, isn't it? Now, let's take a look at the types of financial risks you might encounter. First up, we have market risk. This is the risk that the value of your investment will decrease due to changes in market factors. Imagine you're a surfer, and the market is the ocean. Sometimes the waves are calm and you can ride them with ease. But other times a huge wave might come out of nowhere and knock you off your board. That's market risk for you. Next, we have credit risk. This is the risk that someone who owes you money will not pay it back. Think of it like lending your favorite book to a friend, only to have them never return it. In the financial world, this could be a company defaulting on its bond payments or a person not repaying their loan. Then there's liquidity risk. This is the risk that you won't be able to sell your asset when you want to, or that you'll have to sell it at a loss. Imagine trying to sell a ticket to a canceled concert. You might have to sell it for much less than you bought it for, or you might not be able to sell it at all. That's liquidity risk in a nutshell. Finally, we have operational risk. This is the risk of loss resulting from inadequate or failed internal processes, people, or systems. It's like trying to bake a cake with a broken oven. No matter how good your recipe is, if your oven doesn't work, you're not going to end up with a cake. Each of these risks can affect your financial health in different ways, and it's important to be aware of them when making financial decisions. Just like a surfer needs to be aware of the waves, a lender needs to be aware of their borrower's reliability. A ticket holder needs to be aware of the concert schedule, and a baker needs to be aware of their oven's functionality. Remember, knowing the types of risks is the first step in safeguarding your finances. Armed with the knowledge of risks, let's explore the tools you need to manage them. Picture this: you're a knight, ready to charge into the financial battlefield. Your armor? Risk management tools. These are the weapons you'll use to fend off the dragons of financial ruin. Let's get to know them better. First up, we have insurance. Think of insurance like a trusty shield. It won't stop the dragons from coming, but it will protect you when they do. For example, if you own a business, you could get insurance against theft, fire, or even business interruption. So, if a fire-breathing dragon does come along and torch your premises, your insurance will cover the damages. It's not about preventing the fire, it's about minimizing your losses when it happens. Next, we have diversification. Diversification is like having a variety of weapons at your disposal. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, or all your gold in one dragon's lair, you spread it out. You invest in a mix of assets like stocks, bonds, and real estate. That way, if the stock market crashes, or a dragon swoops down and snatches your stocks, you still have your bonds and real estate. Diversification doesn't eliminate risk, but it does spread it around, making it more manageable. Now let's talk about hedging. If insurance is your shield, and diversification is your arsenal, then hedging is your strategic retreat. It's a way to offset potential losses in your investments. For example, if you've invested heavily in oil and you're worried about prices falling, you could hedge your bets by investing in something that tends to do well when oil prices fall, like renewable energy stocks. If the oil prices do fall, your losses will be offset by gains in your renewable energy investment. And finally, there's risk transfer. This is like hiring another knight to fight the dragon for you. In financial terms, it means passing your risk onto someone else. This could be through contracts where the other party agrees to bear the risk, or through derivatives like options and futures. It's a savvy move, but it requires careful planning and negotiation. Each of these tools has its strengths and weaknesses, and the trick is to use them in combination, like a well-rounded knight. You wouldn't go into battle with just a shield, would you? Likewise, you shouldn't rely on just one risk management tool. Use insurance to shield yourself from sudden financial blows, diversify your investments to spread the risk around, hedge your bets to offset potential losses, and consider risk transfer to pass on some of the risk to someone else. With these tools in your arsenal, you're well equipped to manage any financial risk. You might be wondering who handles all this risk management stuff. Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of risk managers. These are the unsung heroes of finance, the guardians of your fiscal well-being. Risk managers are financial professionals who wear many hats. They're part detectives, part strategists, and part fortune tellers, always staying one step ahead of potential financial pitfalls. Their primary role? To help individuals and businesses identify and manage their financial risks. Imagine you're a sailor navigating through a stormy sea. The risk manager is the seasoned sea captain, using their knowledge and experience to guide you safely to your destination. They use a variety of tools and strategies to assess and mitigate risks, ensuring your financial ship remains steady, even in the most turbulent waters. Risk managers start their work by identifying potential risks. This could be anything from market fluctuations, credit risks, operational risks, or even geopolitical events. They're always on the lookout for the unexpected, the unpredictable, and the unknown. Once these risks are identified, risk managers then assess the impact of these risks. How big of a hit would your finances take if a risk becomes a reality? They use sophisticated models to predict potential losses and create strategies to mitigate these risks. But the role of a risk manager doesn't stop there. They are also responsible for implementing these risk management strategies. This can involve a wide range of actions, from adjusting investment strategies, recommending insurance coverage, to implementing operational changes. Essentially, they're the ones who put the plan into action. Risk managers also play a key role in educating their clients about different risks and how they can affect their financial health. They keep you informed so you can make better decisions about your money. So, there you have it. Risk managers work behind the scenes, assessing, strategizing, and implementing plans to protect your financial interests. They're the ones who make sure that you're prepared for whatever financial curveballs life might throw at you. So, a risk manager is like your personal financial bodyguard. They're always on guard, always vigilant, making sure your financial health remains robust, come what may. So, why bother with all this risk management stuff? I hear you ask. Well, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've embarked on so far. We've explored the concept of risk management, the process behind it, the various types of financial risks, the tools we can use to manage these risks, and the pivotal role of a risk manager. But why do we need to go through all this rigmarole? In essence, it all boils down to one thing: safeguarding your finances. Think of risk management as a kind of financial armor. It's there to protect your hard-earned money from the unforeseen arrows of life that might come your way. Imagine you're a knight, and your money is your kingdom. Without a sturdy suit of armor, you're left vulnerable to threats and attacks. But with it, you're well equipped to face and conquer any challenges that might threaten your kingdom. Risk management isn't just about protecting what you have, though. It's also about capitalizing on opportunities. It allows you to make informed decisions and take calculated risks that could potentially lead to profit and growth. Let's not forget the peace of mind that comes with effective risk management. Knowing that you have a plan in place to deal with potential financial pitfalls can alleviate stress and anxiety. It's like having an umbrella on a cloudy day. Even if it doesn't rain, you're prepared and worry-free. Moreover, risk management is not a set-it-and-forget-it kind of deal. It's an ongoing process that requires regular review and adjustment to accommodate changes in your financial situation and the broader economic landscape. It's your financial GPS, always guiding you and keeping you on the right track. So, my dear friends, that's why we bother with all this risk management stuff. It's not just a bunch of financial jargon, it's a fundamental part of maintaining and growing your wealth, and it's absolutely critical for a secure and stress-free financial future. Remember, managing your financial risks is not just about protecting your money, it's about ensuring a secure and stress-free financial future. Now, isn't that a ship worth sailing?